water under the bridge because we never step into the same river twice. Today is my 53rd year to heaven, and I can't recall whether Dylan Thomas ever made it that far. However, I often think that I will end up like him, only in a lot more obscurity, since Jude is more likely to be my patron saint along this road less travelled. Well, one can drink to celebrate things, or one can drink to drown one's sorrows, and I think today I will more likely be drowning my sorrows than anything else, because once again I have blown it in a situation where I really needed not to. But I am like the scorpion in Aesop's fable. I will sting the frog in the middle of the river because it's my nature to do so, even though it'll do me no good. It's just fate. It just happens. It has happened time and again. It's like history repeating itself when I have these particular problems. Here I am, wandering along the road less travelled once again, and recording a monologue as I go along. It's my problem, I mutter to myself. I can't help making my opinions felt, and other people seem not to be able to tolerate that. They just do not like the truth. As much as I try to be polite, keep my mouth shut and hide it sometimes when I am provoked, especially if I am provoked, then I let it all out, and I become very angry when I do so. And so it was yesterday. I was repeating a course at the university, which was a disaster for me last year because no one had been prepared in advance for my difference, and I walked away from it then, but I thought I would go back again now. In fact, I was advised to. Very foolish advice in my estimation, because once again the same situation occurred. Only it was worse this time, because it really was a pointless endeavour. But that, unfortunately, is the way that academia seems to work. They set up these hurdles, these social barriers, and if you cannot jump over them, then you are deemed to be not one of them. And being not one of them, well, I don't know. There goes my employment hopes for the future, doesn't it? I might as well have drowned myself in 1998, or died of exposure, or whatever else might have happened. I could have thrown myself on the railway tracks yesterday, except for the fact that I do not like people who do that, because they delay the trains and cause all sorts of hassles. So that would not be a good ending. And I don't know the ending, because it's the weekend now, and so I wait for all the fallout on Monday. And I don't know. Am I going to get that visiting lecturer position now, or is somebody going to stick the knife in because of what I did on Saturday? There can be a vindictive lot in academia. It's like any other workplace, isn't it? Is it any wonder we don't always last that long? Just look at it. Not bad at all, really. You can still hear the road some way off, but it's an interesting place to be. Pleasant enough walk during a break in the weather in October. If only life were always like this, somewhere out of the way. There's a time for every purpose under heaven. A time for birth and a time for death. A time to reap and a time to sow. And what whirlwind will I reap on Monday? Who knows? but I'll find out. And there's a number of people who didn't make it this far. Nearly 90 years ago that show ended. It's hard to credit it now. And there's very few alive who do remember it. Life goes on for the rest of us, I suppose. In whatever way it will. Nothing remains the same forever. Though whilst the site where I was born, the house still stands, the hospital where both my parents ended their days has been replaced. Nothing is irreplaceable. How long before it is my time? 53. 3/4 of the way through my life. 5 plus 3 equals 7. And it's that number again. Building work and building work. It's about the only constant in this place. Building work. And the trees, hopefully, will outlive me.